Section 0 of Wilderness Ways. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Wilderness Ways by William J. Long. Preface. The following sketches, like the ways of woodfolk, are the result of many years of personal observation in the woods and fields. They are studies of animals, pure and simple, not of animals with human motives and imaginations. Indeed, it is hardly necessary for genuine interest to give human traits to the beast. Any animal is interesting enough as an animal, and has character enough of his own, without borrowing anything from man, as one may easily find out by watching long enough. Most wild creatures have but small measure of gentleness in them, and that only by instinct and at short-stated seasons. Hence I have given both sides and both kinds, the shadows and lights, the savagery as well as the gentleness of the wilderness creatures. It were pleasanter, to be sure, especially when you have been deeply touched by some exquisite bit of animal devotion, to let it go at that, and to carry with you henceforth an ideal creature. But the whole truth is better for you, better for children, else personality becomes confused with mere animal individuality, and love turns to instinct, and sentiment vaporizes into sentimentality. This mother fox or fishhawk here, the strong mother loon or lynx that today brings the quick moisture to your eyes by her utter devotion to the little helpless things which great Mother Nature gave her to care for, will tomorrow, when they are grown, drive those same little ones with savage treatment into the world to face its dangers alone, and will turn away from their sufferings thereafter with astounding indifference. It is well to remember this, and to give proper weight to the word, when we speak of the love of animals for their little ones. I met a bear once, but this foolish thing is not to be imitated, with two small cubs following at her heels. The mother fled into the brush. The cubs took to a tree. After some timorous watching, I climbed after the cubs, and shook them off, and put them into a bag, and carried them to my canoe, squealing and appealing to the one thing in the woods that could have easily helped them. I was ready enough to quit all claims and take to the brush myself upon inducement, but the mother had found a blueberry patch and was stuffing herself industriously. As for the male animals, little can be said truthfully for their devotion. Father fox and wolf, instead of caring for their mates and their offspring as we fondly imagine, live apart by themselves in utter selfishness. They do nothing whatever for the support or instruction of the young, and are never suffered by the mothers to come into the den, lest they destroy their own little ones. One need not go to the woods to see this. His own stable or kennel, his own dog or cat will be likely to reveal this startling brutality at the first opportunity. An indiscriminate love for all animals, likewise, is not the best sentiment to cultivate toward creation. Black snakes in the land of birds, sharks in the bluefish rips, rabbits in Australia, and weasels everywhere are out of place in the present economy of nature. Big owls and hawks, representing a yearly destruction of thousands of good game birds and of untold innocent songsters, may also be profitably studied with a gun sometimes instead of an opera glass. A mink is good for nothing but his skin. A red squirrel, I hesitate to tell his true character lest I spoil too many tender but false ideals about him all at once. The point is this, that sympathy is too true a thing to be aroused falsely, and that a wise discrimination, which recognizes good and evil in the woods, as everywhere else in the world, and which loves the one and hates the other, is vastly better for children, young and old, than the blind sentimentality aroused by ideal animals with exquisite human propensities. Therefore I wrote the story of Kagax simply to show him as he is, and so to make you hate him. In this one chapter, the story of Kagax the Weasel,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?